Hey everyone, it's LegomationStudio here with another Hero Factory review. As you know, just letting you guys know that we are only reviewing a handful of Hero Factory because we want to introduce our younger fans that have childhood ahead of them into these sets. Here we are with Meltdown, the second and the only one of the two villains that we are reviewing, Meltdown and Explode. So as you know, no canister, this is just a regular box. The LEGO decided they wanted to save money on them, and by only making the heroes, the actual canister size sets. LEGO Hero Factory, Meltdown in this pose with this awesome toxic tanks in the background of a city, 7 through 16-year-olds, 50 pieces, I think the most. Then from the makers of Bionicle characters. But I'm glad they had a little tribute to Bionicle, saying that these are the successor to Bionicle. On the side, just, you know, regular stuff. On the side, little Meltdown there, and then Liquidator in like French, or I don't know. And then a glow-in-the-dark picture of Meltdown actually right there if you can't see it. It's really kind of hard to see on the camera. Then full size of what the head actually is. And then on the back, we see a picture of Jimmy Stringer, the hero, attacking Meltdown. And then we see his stats of how smart he is, how much agility. I don't know what these stand for. I know that that's like health and stuff. He's not very good at health. I wonder why, because he has toxic all around him. Haha, pun. Not really a pun. Meltdown, toxic waste symbol, HeroFactory.com, and the little how you can shoot the meteor launcher or whatever it's called. And then a little toxic waste thing there. So yeah, cool kind of box here. And before we open them up, remember guys that we are having that raffle where we have another Meltdown. We are going to be giving out this one to one of you guys, one of you lucky winners. So get ready to play that. But yeah, the review, really cool. Let's open them up and look at the pieces. So you've opened it up, poured it all out onto your floor, taking a look at the contents. Let's see what we got for our moolah. Well, we have the instruction booklet, of course, and first we got another one of these things. We got it with Explode too. I don't get why we got them. It says like to be inserted in the building instruction. Okay, what does that do? I actually got two of these. One of them is kind of folded up, but it's the same thing. I don't get why I got these. Did you guys get them? Leave in the comments below if you got them. And then of course the stickers. As you know, we do pre-build these sets and then practice the review. So as you can see, the stickers have been used, but this is just an idea of what the sticker thing looked like. And yes, it did have stickers on it, duh. But yeah, really painful. I hate that they had stickers. Then, not that big a video, but then the manual. Nice picture of Meltdown, then a picture of Preston Stormer. God, the camera's acting all weird in the lighting. But Preston Stormer, and then a map view of the city. Nice, nice. Let's build him, yada, yada, yada. And that's it, and not even an advertise for Hero Factory. And then, but yeah. So, weird, no advertise for Hero Factory. But we have the new torso piece. This is just a recolor, but the Kalma squid tentacle. Let's just look at the new pieces, however. This is the new shoulder piece, or kind of a shooter. This is actually used for his weapons, not a shoulder. But you could use it as a shoulder piece, but it's this kind of new piece that you could use that came with Hero Factory. Keep in mind that this did not have the stickers on it originally, but there are 5 stickers on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was a pain, and there's 2 of those, so that's 10 stickers. Damn, and they're really small ones. You have to watch out. But those are those 2 pieces. Kind of cool in yellow. This is definitely a very yellow set with yellow and black color scheme, as you can see. We have 2 toxic waste canisters. Probably a really cool thing about this set. We've never had these before. I don't think these were released with LEGO. Maybe they have. If you know, I'd like to know that. But yes, 2 stickers again. So that's 12 stickers in all that we have to do. And then I'm going to have to say they're kind of new. But these really cool recolored tubes. They've been used quite a while on LEGO. But they're very cool. They don't really look too cool on the camera still. But if you look in person, they are very cool. They're clear with what really looks like toxic waste is going through them. So very realistic pieces, I must say, for a toxic waste guy. Then we have, of course, the helmet here with a little red eyeball that was used in the Baraki sets, just little red eyeball. But let's kind of just pop that in for now so we can get an effect of like what his head really looks like. So this is, there, we popped it in there. Meltdown's head, very squid looking, very insect, one eye, and two little jarred teeth with a four teeth in all. Very nice. But there's really no peg on this. That's the thing about this helmet, is that you're going to have to attach one of these red things. God, I hate it. They did this with Maxilos and Spinax and a couple of other sets. But you have to, like Takanuva, you have to put a red thing in it to actually make it work. So it doesn't come with that at first, which is kind of good because that way you can actually use this piece to mock. Like if you got two of these guys, you can put it on a shoulder plate and just kind of snap it on there. But that's the thing about that helmet, is that you have to actually put a rod in to use it as the helmet. I'm just going to call them helmet because they're not masks. That's Bionicle. Two yellow. These are the same pieces that came with Matanui, but two yellow ankle guards. Four yellow Mantex claws. But, oh boy. Ben 10 pieces. No! You know, I'm really pissed that they put these in here because they are the laziest things. Of course, Lego says, we want easier pieces for the little kids. As can see with, let's just rip this piece off of Explode. A comparison, this is 3 pieces, this is 1. I know they're not much of a difference, but you know, we have 3 pieces. We have the leg piece, the connector piece, and then the armor piece. This came with 3 pieces, and then of course Lego had to become super cheap and release these, which were just one solid piece for the Ben 10 pieces. I thought Ben 10 couldn't even touch Hero Factory, but I guess it could. Can't believe these came with this. I mean, why? I mean, it doesn't make any sense whether you do those or not. It just increases or decreases the amount of pieces. But I guess it decreases because that would have added even more pieces to him, which is, pieces are 50. So they had to stay under the range by using those. So yeah, they used the crappy Ben 10 things. Really easy, but just too easy for me. We have a clear Zammer Sphere, which is used for their, I know, it's just a reuse of the Thornax launcher, but in black, so a nice recolor of these Thornax pieces. And yeah, you can just kind of get a gist of the feed and everything and what we've got here. For recolors, we have a scrawl piece. Let's just build this set. Okay, we're going to say Meltdown, and that's when we start building. 3, 2, 1, Meltdown! So, here's Meltdown. So, we're taking a look at Meltdown now. Building experience. Well, I mean, they're the same kind of builds, all the villains. They're really, you know, just like what we had with the Glatorian sets, or even the past since like Anika. But it was a little different where you had these toxic wastes, and you had this new kind of weapon to add with Mantex claws. So, the weapons and upper body definitely went into more stuff than regular, but the bottom half, they cheaped it off by adding Ben 10 limb. Articulation, just fine. You can bend the legs. Problem is, you do have these ankle guards again. They are the same mold as Matanui, and the same problem we had with the Glatorian Legends, where the ankle guards do go like that. They moved it one thing lower just because they thought it might help, but it really doesn't help Lego at all. They could have found a way to fix it because over the past years, at least 100 videos on YouTube have shown how to fix it. But Lego decides not to listen to the public and just be stuck up, so they never really fixed it. Then, as we head up here, you can see that the arms, they aren't bending like this. Similar to what we have with Explode. With Explode and a lot of the others, is that we just have this kind of connector, this ball joint, where it moves all around, but you can't move it this way very good. It's just mostly around this way. And once you move it to here, as you can see, you can't move it much forward. So there is that problem, but it's not the biggest problem. It's just, it adds more mobility around, but not forward and back. You did have stickers, which are a pain. I guess not that big of a deal once you've done them, but they are small stickers, you know, and that's a pain. I think that's quite a pain. It's really annoying. Lego thought they would print on money instead of plastic, which I don't get because, I don't know. They can't go into that much detail, I guess. But they wanted to make him look toxic, and by adding these stickers, he definitely does look toxic. So, yeah. Weapon, just a little rant, like, come on, Lego, are you serious? This weapon has been used for the past 2 years. You used to, for the past 10 years, be able to switch off different weapons every, like, 6 months. And now you've just used the same one every 2 years. I mean, really, it's the same thing. Don't say, oh, it's recolored and now it uses a Zammer Sphere. People have thought of this online all the time. There's tons of YouTubers that mocked with just adding a Zammer Sphere instead of using an actual Thornax fruit. Plenty of people have thought of that. But it shoots just fine. You know, it shoots just fine. I mean, there's no problem about that. It doesn't fall out or anything. But I just think it's kind of cheap that they did that. But my favorite part about this set has got to be the toxic waste. Now, I think they could have added a little bubble set piece or something to add more coolness to the set. Because as you see on his picture, he has like steam coming out. I know Lego couldn't have made actual steam. But they could have done maybe just something, you know, a little piece sticking out. Like a little fire piece or something. But I guess not. You can add your own goop in there if you want to and ruin the set, but he has these tubes, so it gives it a reality of, ooh, toxic waste is going from there into his weapons. But really nice. The tentacle, kind of random, but it adds some insectability to him. I mean, if he was just like this, it'd be like, oh, so he's going around shooting. But this just adds like a squid-like appearance, like he's a creature, a monster. Just add whatever you want and that makes him a monster. So, really, that's how he is. Let's do a comparison with last summer's Mata Nui. They're almost about the same height. Mata Nui is still actually a little bit taller, but that's only because, his little small helmet. But yeah, that's only because Meltdown is like a hunchback. Same with Explode. He was a hunchback in the way they designed him. Corroder, the other villain of Hero Factory, is kind of, but he is a hunchback, so he's not supposed to be the tallest, but he really isn't the tallest either. They use small limbs instead of longer limbs, but they use small limbs with Matanui too, so they're almost about the same height actually, and same size. But that's just to show you on how a comparison with Meltdown goes. We can compare him with the mocked up Natalie Breeze. Here's my mock of Natalie Breeze. She doesn't have the black limbs anymore. You don't know if you can call this a mock, but I just kind of did it anyways because I was really bored with Furno weapons as well. But this is a comparison with a hero. He still is definitely taller. All the villains are taller because the heroes are such short little midgets. But yeah, we'll do a comparison. Ooh, look at this, another mocked out Furno, blue and red. Of course, because I only have 3, I have Preston Stormer who doesn't have an arm because he has that one hollow arm, so I was left with no arm. Just kind of a cool mocking. I'll just show you all of them. And here's Preston Stormer. We have black and white with a little red core. I don't know if you like those mocks, but I thought they were cool. I like those color schemes better. Red and blue is a cool color scheme. Black and white I think is a cool color scheme. Back to Meltdown. Whoa, there was a little mock review there. So I don't know why you guys really liked him on the voting and everything, but you did, and here's a good look at him. Again, I'm saying it, I will be giving out a free Meltdown, oh yeah, in the contest soon. Meltdown, he's great. I give him a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. I give Explode 9 out of 10. But I really don't like him as much as I do Explode. Those are the 2 villains I got of this size. But if you really like him, I suggest you go out and get him. Or, before you do, enter our contest so that way you don't end up with 2. But I guess if you end up with 2, you can make a mock of like combining them. But I'm not talking about the contest. This is Meltdown. I hope you've enjoyed this review of Meltdown. This is $12.99 in stores. They're the same price as the Clitorian Legends. So $12.99. You don't get a canister. You just get a box, which isn't that collectible, but I still keep boxes anyways, because you never know what'll happen in the future. Heck knows if this becomes more popular than Bionicle, even though I highly doubt it. But overall, really great. So if you're under, if you're like 7 or 8, you still have plenty of years ahead, and don't worry about quitting on Lego because they canceled Bionicle and they replace it with this. Go out and get these, because I think they probably are coming out with a TV show, or at least a movie, but I think a TV show. And that'll be pretty cool, just to be collecting these with your friends. And they are pretty awesome in the way they're designed. I've just got to hand it to you, Lego. Although you didn't do this for Bionicle, you definitely did for these. But they don't have much of a story. You've got to add more. You can't just make them look cool. I mean, they're more than meets the eye, just like I talk about in the Heroes review for Hero Factory. But this is what we got for Meltdown. And he doesn't use the neck piece. Kind of forgot that in the review, but they don't use a neck piece. They have the same piece they use for Meltdown, this 3-pronged thing. But yeah, stay tuned for Meltdown, or Explode. I'm mixing Explode and Meltdown up, but stay tuned for Explode's review. And this is LegomationStudio signing out.
I am Motanui. Who are you? I am what you destroyed. Oh boy.